Hello, I am Flash Isaac and you are welcome to Flash Learners. Today, we shall be solving likely NECO mathematics questions. I promise to make this class as detailed as possible and as interesting as possible. But to access all my mathematics videos, simply check out the Flash Learners YouTube channel. I've solved all mathematics questions across all topics. Simply choose any topic you wish to watch and enjoy. Remember, NECO doesn't prepare candidates for the exam, but they use the WAEC syllabus, which means with the WAEC past questions, you'll be able to do very well in NECO. So get the Flash Learners WAEC app on Google Play Store or visit flashlearners.com. If you are watching this video on YouTube, you'll see the links below to download both the desktop and mobile application. I've as well shared links to other helpful videos. So let us begin. I have the questions here. A word is selected from the English alphabet. What is the probability? Probability means possibility, chance. So what is the chance that the letter selected is formed from the word mathematics? The key to answering questions is understanding the question. A letter is selected from the letter of the English alphabet. What is the probability that the letter selected is from the word mathematics? English alphabet. How many alphabets do we have in English? We simply have 26 alphabets in the English language. If we have 26 alphabets, how many alphabets in the English or in English does mathematics contribute? Let's see. M is 1 of the 26. A is 2, which means so far we have 2 out of the 26. T is 3. H is 4. E is 5. M, we already have M. M is repeated, so we don't need to add another M. A, wow, we already have A, so no need. T, we have T, no need to add T. Then I, 6. C, 7, and S, 8. Which means out of the 26 letters in English alphabet, mathematics carries 8. We don't count the ones that are repeated because they are still the same letters of the alphabet. Now, 8 out of 26 is the probability that a word chosen is from the word mathematics. What is 8 over 26? When we break this down, 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 26 divided by 3 is 13. Can we still break this further? No. So 4 over 13 is the answer to this question. Calculate the mean deviation of 5, 3, 0, 7, 2, and 1. In statistics, we have measure of central tendency and measure of dispersion. Under measure of central tendency, we deal with mean, median, and mode. Mean is the average of numbers. If you are asked you to calculate the mean of these values, you simply say 5 plus 3 plus 0 plus 7 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 6, because we have 6 numbers here. That is the mean or the average. The mode is simply the number that occurs most, while the median is the middle number after the number is arranged in ascending or descending order. If 2 numbers are in the middle, like if you arrange 6 numbers in ascending order or descending order, 2 numbers will be at the middle. The median will simply be you add the 2 numbers and divide by 2. Then for measure of dispersion, you have mean deviation, variance, range. Range of a number is the difference between the highest number and the lowest number. Our focus here is simply to find the mean deviation. Mean deviation is summation of s minus s bar over n. That is mean deviation. The summation of s minus s bar. These are the values. S bar is the mean. So you subtract each of the values from the mean divided by the total number. That is mean deviation. It should be an absolute value. Absolute value means a situation where you have 5 minus 6. It's supposed to be minus 1. But in the absolute value, we neglect the negative sign. So we use the positive value. If mean deviation is s minus s bar, it simply means we need s. We already have s. They are 5, 3, 0, 7, and 2. Then we need s bar. Then we subtract them. S minus s bar, absolute value. And here is already 6 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So summation of s minus s bar over 6. Let's look for the s bar. S bar, which is mean, is equals 5 plus 3 plus 0 plus 7 plus 2 plus 1 all over 6, because we have a total of 6 numbers. 5 plus 3 is 8, 10, 18. So everything here is 18. 18 over 6. That should give you 3. The s bar is 3, mean. If mean is 3, it simply means that here is already 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. S bar remains constant, and this is s. So what is s minus s bar? S minus s bar, wait, let me do something else. S minus s bar is 5 minus 3, 2, 3 minus 3, 0, 0 minus 3, minus 3, 7 minus 3 is 4, 2 minus 3 is minus 1. But since we are looking for the absolute value, we want all those negative won't matter. So it will simply be, okay, we have another number 1. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. The absolute value is 2, 0, 3, 4, 1, and 2. And the total is 2 plus 3, 5, plus 4, 9, 10, 12. The absolute value of s minus s bar is 12. Therefore, the mean deviation is simply 12 over 6. And what is 12 over 6? That is 2. Option B is the correct option, 2.0. Illustrate graphically the solution of y over 2 plus 1 over 8 is greater than 5y over 8. Is it actually greater than? Yes. This is under inequality. In mathematics, we have expressions, we have equations, and we have inequalities. If I say 2s plus 5, this is an expression. Why? There is no equality sign. If I say 2s plus 5 is equal to 0, this is an equation because there is equality sign. Then if I say 2s plus 5 is greater than 0, this is an inequality sign. The difference between equations and inequality is that in equations, if you multiply both sides by a negative number, the equality sign will remain. But for inequality, if you multiply both sides of inequality by a negative number, the sign will change. If it were greater than, it will change to lesser than. If it were lesser than, it will change to greater than. Something else, in equation, if I say 2s is equals 5, it means 5 is equals 2s. But for inequality, if I say 2s is greater than 5, you cannot say that 5 is greater than 2s. It simply means 5 is lesser than 2s. These are takeaway from expressions, equations, and inequality. Now, this is what we are given. y over 2 plus 1 over 8 greater than 5y over 8. By the way, I am making use of the Flash Learners WAEC app as well as other questions I drafted. So I'm using different sources. So I am also writing out the questions. So you need not bother about me displaying everything on the screen. If this is this, what we simply do, we collect like terms. 1 over 8 is greater than 5y over 8 minus y over 2. There is y here, there is y here. So let's take them to one side. Then 1 over 8. If this is the case, 1 over 8 is greater than 8 is the LCM of 8 and 2. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 times 5y is 5y minus 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times y is 4y. 1 over 8 is greater than y over 8. Now look at this. This is the same thing. Since 8 is here, 8 is here, it means 1 is greater than y or y is lesser than 1. The solution to this inequality is y is lesser than 1. Which of them shows y lesser than 1? Now, given this inequality graph, as you can see on the screen, when it's going this way is lesser than. If the arrow is going this way, it means it is greater than. Now, anytime you see the tip of this arrow shaded like this, it shows lesser than or equal to. If here it's shaded like this, it means greater than or equal to. But for normal thin stuff like this, it means lesser than. Like this, it means greater than. So looking at all these graphs, the most appropriate is the one in option A, which shows that y is lesser than 1. Option A is the correct option. The first one is 3s minus 2y is equals 10. Then 3s plus 3y is equals 7. We are to solve these equations together. This is referred to as simultaneous equation. When you are given two equations to solve, we have two variables, s and y. When you are given a simultaneous equation to solve, the first thing you do is try to number the equation. Here is 3s minus 2y equals 10. Call this equation 1. S plus 3y is equals 7. Call this equation 2. Then the next thing is you choose the method you wish to use to solve the equation. You can either solve this simultaneous equation using graphical method, substitution method, or elimination method. If you are solving this simultaneous equation using elimination method, in fact, I will use the two methods. I will do substitution here, and here I will use the elimination method. This is what we do in substitution method. Now, I did this myself. They will say solve the equations, or solve the simultaneous equation, or solve this equation simultaneously, this and this. You simply write out the equations, then you label them. You call this equation 1 and you call this equation 2. Using substitution method, you look at equation 1 and equation 2. Which one is easier to make a particular variable subject formula? In equation 1, you have 3s minus 2y is equals 10. In equation 2, you have s plus 3y equals 7. Here, it is easier to make s subject formula, which is from equation 2, s plus 3y is equals 7. Making s subject formula, s simply becomes 7 minus 3y. Simple. Then you call this equation 3. What next? You substitute. This is why it is referred to as substitution method. From equation 2, we are able to get s to be 7 minus 3y. Now, this value of s, put it in equation 1. Anywhere you see s, replace it with 7 minus 3y. in equation 1. And replacement is referred to as what? Substitution. Hence, it is referred to as substitution method. So, for equation 1 is 3s minus 2y equals 10. Now, instead of 3s, it is now 3, 7 minus 3y minus 2y equals 10. We've substituted successfully. What next? Let us open up the bracket. Opening up this bracket, 3 times 7 is 21. 21. 3 times minus 3y is 9. 9y minus 9y minus 2y is equals 10. 21 minus 9y minus 2y is minus 11y. What does it mean? Minus 9y means you are owing 9y. Minus 2y means since you love owing, you went ahead to borrow another 2y. Owing, borrow equals borrow. So minus 9y minus 2y is minus 11y. Y minus 11, you are still owing. It is not for you. This is equals 10. The next thing we should do here is collect like terms. This is a single number 21, but this one has y. This is 10, no y. So this and this are alike. Why this one is different? So let's bring the ones that are alike together and the different one to the other side. Then 21 is already here. Here is 10 plus 10. If 10 comes here, crosses the equality sign, it becomes minus 10. So this is minus 10 equals, here is minus 11y. It is negative. If minus 11y crosses equal to sign to go to the other side, it becomes plus 11y. What have we done? We've collected like terms. The terms or the numbers without y on one side, the ones with y on the other side. Now, some persons or somebody may be asking, why did you not take minus 11y to the other side? Or why did you not bring 10 to this side and take minus 11y to the other side? Or why did you not take 21 to the other side to meet 10? Well, we can as well do that. That will be minus 11y is equals 10 minus 21. Because as positive 21 crosses to the other side, it becomes minus 21. So, if you choose to do it this way, or you choose to do it this way, you will still get the same answer. I choose to do it both ways because I don't want you to cram when it comes to mathematics. I want you to understand. Just know how the whole stuff works. You'll be happier that way. From here, 21 minus 10, that is 11, I guess. So 11 is equals 11y. Now, if you are using this place, minus 11y is equals 10 minus 21. You have 10 and you borrowed 21. Once you pay back the 10, you still be owing 11. So 10 minus 21 is minus 11, not 11 minus 11. Because 10 is smaller than minus 21. 10 is smaller than 21. So 10 minus 21 is minus 11. So here, to get y, let's divide both sides by 11. Y divided 11 divided by 11, we have y. 11 divided by 11, 1. So from here, to get y, let's divide both sides by minus 11. Minus 11 divided by minus 11 is 1, giving us 1y equals minus 11 divided by minus 11 is 1. Minus minus plus 11 divided by 11 is 1. So anyhow you do it, y is equals 11. In simultaneous equation, we are not just looking for y, we are looking for s and y. That is why it is simultaneous equation. But from equation 3, we are told that s is equals 7 minus 3y, which means s is equals 7 minus 3 times. What is y? 1. Y is 1. So instead of y, you put 1 here. Therefore, s is equals 7 minus 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 7 minus 3, is that 4? Yes. So s is equals 4. The solution to this equation is y is equals 1, s is equal to 4. Now, let me use elimination method. Elimination method has to do with eliminating one variable in the early stage. You can choose to eliminate s or choose to eliminate y. If you are removing s, then the value of s here and s here must be the same. If you are removing y, the value of y here and y here must be the same. Now, let me choose to eliminate s. So eliminating s, you ask yourself, what can you do to make s here and s here the same? Here is 3s, so you can choose to make here 3s as well. What would that be? If I say equation 1 times 1 and equation 2 times 3, this is what will happen. When I use 1 to multiply equation 1 will remain the same, to give you 3s minus 2y equals 10. You call this equation 3. If I use 3 to multiply equation 2, 3 times s is 3s. 3 times 3y is plus 9y equals 3 times 7 is 21. This is equation 4. So I use 1 to multiply equation 1 throughout, and I use 3 to multiply equation 2 throughout. What happens? You have 3s here, you have 3s here. So they are the same. And why did you multiply by everything? In equations, anything that happens to the right hand side must happen to the left hand side. This is what makes equation balanced. After this step, simply do like this. What can you do to eliminate them? Subtract. If you subtract 3s minus 3s, you are left with 0. We've eliminated. How about here? Remember, we are subtracting. So here will simply be minus 2y minus plus 9y plus 9y. So this will simply be minus 2y minus times plus is minus 9y. Minus 2y minus 9y, that is minus 11y. So here is minus 11y is equals, then here is 10 minus 21. 10 minus 21 is minus 11. So we have minus 11y is equals minus 11. Dividing here by minus 11 and dividing here by minus 11. Minus 11 divided by minus 11 is 1y is equals minus 11 divided by minus 11 is 1. So y is equals 1. Now that you have the value of y as 1, in any of the equations, put y as 1. So let's use equation 1. Equation 1 is 3s minus 2y is equals 10. If you decide to put y as 1, this will be 3s minus 2 times 1 instead of y is equals 10. 3s minus 2 is equals 10. 3s is equals 10 minus, okay, this is plus 2 here. As plus 2 move to the, as minus 2 move to the other side, it becomes plus 2. So 3s is equals 12. Dividing both sides by 3, s is equals 4. You see? So y is equals 1, s is equals 4. Y is equals 1, s is equals 4. Anyhow you do it, you get the same answer. Another thing you may be thinking right now is, how about we eliminate y? What will happen? Trust me, I'm a teacher who wants you to understand everything. Let's do it that way. I want to eliminate y. I need to make the value of y here and the value of y here the same. So what should I do? If I say equation 1 times 2 and equation 2, if I say equation 1 times 3 and equation 2 times 2, this is what will happen. This is equation 1, I multiply it by 3. Equation 2, I multiply it by 2. 3 times 3s is 9s. 3 times minus 2y is minus 6y equals 3 times 10 is 30. Call this equation 4. Equation 3. 2 times equation 2. 2 times s is 2s. 2 times plus 3y is plus 6y equals 2 times 7, 14. Call this equation 4. Why? I know that using 3 to multiply equation 1 throughout and using 2 to multiply equation 2 throughout, here will be 6 and here will be 6. So you can use any number to multiply them. So long here and here will have the same value, then you are fine. Just like here, I used 1 to multiply equation 1 throughout so that 3 will remain. Then use 3 to multiply equation 2 so that here becomes 3. Both of them will be similar. Now that we have 6y and 6y here, we eliminate. In this case, we subtracted. Here, if you subtract, what will happen? You have minus 6y minus plus 6y. This will be minus 6y plus times minus is minus 6y. Minus 6y minus 6y is minus 12y. You've not been able to eliminate. So whenever the signs are different, you add. When the signs are the same, they are positive, you subtract. Once again, the ones you are eliminating, when their signs are the same, you subtract. When they have different signs, you add. Because adding numbers with different signs, equal numbers with different signs, they will cancel out. So adding 9s plus 2s is 11s minus 6y plus 6y. Minus 6y means you are owing 6y, plus 6y means you pay 6y. What will be remaining is 0. They are not owing you, you are not owing somebody, nothing. So it is 0. So here becomes plus 0 is equals, since we are adding 30 plus 14, this will give you 44. We are left with 11s is equals 44. Dividing both sides by 11, 1s is equals 44. Is equals 4. Because 44 divided by 11 is 4. So we've gotten s to be 4. Now, substitute the value of s in any of the equations. Let's use equation 2. S plus 3y is equals 7. If we've chosen s to be 4, so 4 plus 3y is equals 7. 3y is equals 7 minus 4, collecting like terms. 3y is equals 3. Dividing both sides by 3, y is equals 1. So, anyhow you choose to do it, you get the same answer. Find the equation of line parallel to 2y is equals 3s minus 2. Passing through 2, 3. This is under coordinate geometry. Now, we are given, here is S1 and here is Y1. We are asked for equation of line parallel. In coordinate geometry, anytime you are asked to look for the equation of line, you may be asked to look for the equation of line parallel or the equation of line perpendicular. For parallel lines, the gradient of the first line is the same thing as the gradient of the second line. For perpendicular lines, the product of the gradients m1, m2 is equals minus 1. That is it. Now, we are given this first line. 2y is equals 3s minus 6. 2y is equals 3s minus 6. And the pattern for equation of line is y is equals ms plus c. Trying to compare to this one, y is equals ms plus c. Here is 2y. We need to change it to y so that it rhymes with this one. Therefore, dividing throughout by 2, here becomes over 2, over 2, over 2. The equation of line becomes y is equals 3 over 2s minus 3. Now, compared to y is equals ms plus c. You agree with me that y is y, m is 3 over 2, and c is equals minus 3. M is the gradient, and this is gradient of the first line. Since they said that the lines are parallel, it means The gradient of the second line is equals 3 over 2 as well. If the lines were perpendicular, it would have been m1, which is 3 over 2 times m2 to be equals minus 1. m2 would have been minus 1 times 2 over 3 to be minus 2 over 3. So this would have been the gradient of the second line if they were perpendicular. But since they are parallel, this is the same thing as the gradient of the second line. Then look at the equation of line. It is y minus y1 is equals m s minus s1. So we can use this formula for equation of line where m is gradient. Now gradient is slope. Gradient is also y2 minus y1 over s2 minus s1. We don't need to follow this formula to get gradient because we already have the gradient. Therefore, y minus y1 is equals 3 over 2 s minus s1. The good news for us is that for the second line, we have s1 and y1. Therefore, y minus y1 is 3 is equals 3 over 2 s minus s1 is 2. This simply gives you y minus 3 is equals 3 over 2s minus 6 over 2. Y minus 3 is equals 3 over 2s minus 3. So look at something. If y minus 3 is equals 3 over 2s minus 3, taking 3 to the other side, y is simply 3 over 2s minus 3 plus 3. This is simply y is equals 3 over 2s plus 0. So y is 3 over 2s is simply the equation of line. Find the equation whose roots are 3 over 4 and minus 4. Normally, when you are given a quadratic equation, you will be asked to find the roots of the equations. In this case, we are given the roots. We are asked to derive the equations. Take note that in quadratic equation, when you solve, the roots are usually two answers. You will say s is equals 5 or s is equals 4. These are the answers here, the two roots. So we are going from the root to the equation, not from the equation to roots. If the roots of the equations are these guys, to get quadratic equation from roots, it is simply s squared minus sum of roots times s plus product of roots is equals 0. This is the formula for getting quadratic equation from given roots. S squared minus sum of roots is simply 3 over 4 plus minus 4. This is the first root, this is the second root. You add them times s plus product of roots 3 over 4 times minus 4 is equals 0. This is s squared minus 3 over 4 plus times minus. Minus always wins. Minus 4s plus 3 times minus 4. That is minus 12 over 4 is equals 0. Or 4 can cancel 4 to give you minus 3. Here is simply s squared minus LCM is 4. 3 minus 4 s plus minus 3 is equals 0. Plus times minus, minus always wins, so minus 3 is equals 0. Now to remove the fraction, we can multiply everything by 4 to have 4s squared minus 13s minus 4 times 3. 4 times 1, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 4 times 3, 12, minus 12 is equals 0. So this is the quadratic equation whose roots are 3 over 4 and minus 4. You can solve this quadratic equation to arrive at the roots. And to factorize this expression, what you simply do is you look for the ones that have at least one thing in common. 6as, 12by minus 9ay and plus 8bs. So there is a here, there is a here, there is s here, there is s here. So you can choose how you wish to group them. If I am grouping this, I will say, let me bring out the ones with s in common. So 6as plus 8bs minus 12by minus 9ay. S is common. So once you bring out one s, 2s is common. Once you bring out 2s, you have 3a plus 4b minus, here 3 is common as well, 3y is common, to give you 4b plus, here 9ay divided by 3y, that will give you 3a. So you see, we have 3a plus 4b here, 3a plus 4b here. This is simply 2s minus 3y, 3a plus 4b. This is the factorized expression. This is if s varies inversely as y and s is equals 2 over 3 when y is equals 9, find the value of y when s is 3 over 4. This is under variation. In mathematics or in life, things varies. For example, if the salary of your parents or guardian is increased, at least your enjoyment will increase. If the salary drops or they are sacked, the way you get money will also drop. That is variation. How one thing depends on the other. If the price of fare increases, your transport fare will what? Increase. If the price of fare reduces, your transport fare. So you see, we have inverse relationship, we have direct relationship, and we have joint relationship, giving us 4 types of variation. Direct variation, where A can vary directly as B, which means as A increases, B also increases. We have inverse variation, where as A increases, B will reduce, and as B increases, A will reduce. We have joint variation. A can vary directly as B and C, or A can vary directly as B and inversely as C, which means we are combining direct and inverse variation. We have joint variation, where you can keep one quantity constant and vary the other, leading to a simultaneous equation. Now, in this question, they say S varies inversely as Y, meaning as S increases, Y reduces, and as Y increases, S will reduce. We don't solve with proportionality symbol. We simply solve with equality symbol. This is variation symbol or proportionality symbol. To convert this to equal to, simply say equals k. That is how to convert proportionality to equality, because proportionality does not mean equal to. To change it to equal to, you introduce a constant value. Therefore, S is equals k over y equals k is now proportionality being changed to equality. And the constant is simply sy. We are told that s is 2 over 3 when y is 9. So the constant will simply be 2 over 3 times 9. In variation, you first of all look for the constant with the first values given. From here, food is ready. 2 over 3 times 9 is simply 6, because 9 divided by 3 is 3, 3 times 2, 6. That is the value of the constant. If constant is 6, they say that find the value of y when s is 3 over 4. S has now been varied. That is the essence of the topic. S has now been varied. Now that we've changed s, what do you think y will be? And this is the formula connecting s and y. S is equals k over y. The formula connecting them. Now s is known. y will simply be k over s, which is 6 divided by 3 over 4. That will simply be 6 times 3 over 4. This will simply be 6 divided by 2 is 3 times 3 over 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 3 times 3 is 9. So that will simply give you 9 over 2. 27 raised to the power of 1 plus s is equals 9. Find s. 27 is the same thing as 3 raised to the power of 3. 1 plus s is equals 9 is 3 raised to the power of 2. And according to the law of indices, when the bases are the same, you simply equate the powers. Meaning, we equate here 1 plus s to be equals 2. The base are the same, you equate the power. Now let's open up this bracket. It is simply 3 times 1, 3, plus 3 times s, 3s, to be equals 2. 3 plus 3s will not work. You can't add letters and numbers. 3 times 3s will work to give you 9s, but 3 plus 3s will not work. Therefore, we need to collect like terms so that 3s stays here, then 3 goes to the other side of the equality sign. And as it crosses, it becomes negative to give you 2 minus 3. 3s is simply equals minus 1. You can take 2 to be what you have and minus 3, which is negative, to be what you are owing. If you have 2, you are owing 3. Once you pay, you still be owing, giving you a negative number. Now it says find s, not 3s. To remove 3 from s, we divide here by 3 and we divide here by 3. In equations, anything that happens to one side should happen to the other side. That is what makes an equation balanced. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. S is simply minus 1 over 3. That is the value of S. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, candidates, I hope you found this helpful. I have hundreds of questions left unsolved, but like you know, time is fast spent. For more videos, check out the Flash Learners channel, mathematics and other subjects. Get the Flash Learners app to keep the learning going. By the way, if you love this, tell your friends about it. Subscribe to this channel for more amazing videos. I wish you the best.